purpose of this engagement is to update the good people of Ghana and the media on the impending exhibition of the voters' register. As part of the Commission's preparation towards the conduct of the district level elections slated for Tuesday, 19th November 2023, the Commission will display or exhibit the provisional voters register at all the 38,622 polling stations across the country. You will recall that the Commission undertook a nationwide registration of voters in 2020 prior to the 2020 general elections and the just ended nationwide registration of voters at all the 268 district offices of the Commission. Pursuant to Sub-Regulation 1 of Regulation 22 and 23 of the Public Elections Registration of Voters Regulations 2016 CI 91 as amended, the Commission is mandated to compile a provisional register of voters for each polling station and subsequently exhibit the voters' register. The Commission will therefore exhibit the provisional voters' register simultaneously at all polling stations, which will serve as exhibition centers throughout the country from Friday, 3rd November 2023 to Tuesday, 7th November 2023. The exhibition exercise will start at 7 a.m. and end at 6 p.m. throughout the period of the exercise. The purpose of the exhibition exercise is to allow prospective voters to verify their details, that is, name, age, sex, etc., as captured during the registration exercise, and make requests for amendments or insertions where necessary. It will also help voters to know their polling stations on the day of voting. At the exhibition center, the following requests could be made. 1. Inclusion of omitted names. 2. Objection to names of unqualified voters on the register. 3. Removal of names of deceased voters from the register. And then 4. Replacement of poor quality or damaged voter ID cards. 5. Correction to wrong spelling of names. 6. Correction to wrong registration center codes. And 7. Amendment to other registration details, example, age, sex, etc., as a result of clerical error. Requests made at the exhibition centers are recorded on exhibition forms and on the voters' register provided at the exhibition centers. These forms are sent to the district office at the end of the exhibition exercise to be processed. District registration review officers, who are district court magistrates, have been appointed in all the 268 districts to receive the provisional voters register and other lists and forms containing complaints and objections that were raised by voters during the exhibition exercise from the district officer, and make a determination on each of the cases and endorse each page of the register to authenticate it. For the information of the general public, voters are advised to go to the exhibition centers with their voter identity cards to to verify their details. This facilitates the process for verification of details. However, registered voters who fail to bring along their voter ID cards could also verify their details. It is also allowed for one to verify the voter details of a relation or friend. However, it must be noted that one cannot request for corrections in the absence of the owner of the voter ID card. To effect major changes or corrections, for example, a complete change of the name of a voter or addition of new names, change of polling station code, change of photographs, and inclusion of omitted names, the voter is required to go to the district office of the commission for a biometric authentication of the voter before the change is effected. At the exhibition center, the following list will also be displayed. 1. The exceptions or exclusion list, or the multiple or double lists. The exception list contains the names and photographs of applicants whose registration as voters were challenged during the registration exercise and were subsequently disqualified by their respective district registration review committees. Details of deceased voters are also recorded in the exceptions list. The multiple registration list contains details of persons who have registered more than once. Persons whose details, names and photographs appear either in the exception list or the multiple list will not have their names and photographs on the voters register. That is the main list, and will therefore not be able to vote on election day. It is also important to note that both the 2023 provisional voters register and the 2020 voters register will be displayed at the exhibition centers. The Commission is urging all applicants, especially those who registered in the just ended registration exercise at the district offices of the Commission, to visit the exhibition centers to ascertain whether they were assigned to their correct polling stations or not. They are not to go to the district offices to verify their details. For the information of the general public, in addition to the registered voters who may come to verify their details on the voters register at the exhibition centers, exhibition supervisors and their deputies, members and staff of the Electoral Commission, persons accompanying registered voters who are physically incapacitated, and persons accredited by the Commission, including party representatives, journalists, and observers, can also visit the exhibition centers. The Commission has also recruited and trained all officials needed for the exhibition exercise. They include exhibition supervisors, deputy exhibition supervisors, and exhibition officers. All exhibition materials needed for the exhibition exercise have been procured and sent to the regions and in adequate quantities. The Commission would want to urge the general public, particularly registered voters, to show interest in the impending voter exhibition exercise, to assist the Commission update and produce a credible voters register for the forthcoming district level elections. It is also worrying to have minors on our voters register, as well as deceased persons. The recent registration witnessed suspected minors in queue registering. The exhibition exercise offers opportunity for us as qualified citizens to object to the names of these suspected minors and also deceased persons on our voters register. Sub-Regulation 2C of Regulation 23 states that a person entitled to be registered as a voter may object to a person whose name appears in the provisional register of voters on the ground that that person is not qualified to be registered as a voter. The Commission therefore urges the relatives, community leaders, and any person qualified to be registered as a voter to visit the exhibition centers with information on the deceased to have them removed. Voters are required to produce the voter ID card of the deceased person or a proof of the death of that person. Example, death certificates or burial permit. Anyone who was not qualified to register as a voter can also go to the center to have his or her name removed from the register. It is a crime to have your name on the register if you are not qualified. Registered voters who are unable to visit the exhibition centers to verify their details may dial the short code *713*81#. The voters' details will pop up to enable them check their details at a fee of 50 pesewas. This facility will still be in use during the exhibition exercise and after. It is important to note that if the information received contains an error on the details of the voter would be required to go to his or her exhibition center to effect the necessary corrections. We wish to state that the exhibition exercise is part of the processes leading to the provision of the final voters register. It is therefore important for all registered voters and those who even registered in 2020 and voted not to think that their names are already in the register, and for that matter may not go to the centers to check their details. Even if your name was in the voters register and you voted in 2020, you are still required to visit the exhibition center to check and ensure that your name is in the register. In our quest to produce a credible voters register, we encourage or urge all registered voters to visit the exhibition centers to verify their data, make corrections and inclusions if necessary, and most importantly, object to names of minors and foreigners who might have got onto our voters register through the guarantor system and also deceased persons. We would like to use this forum to thank you, the media, for the support you gave to the work of the Electoral Commission. We are again entreating you to use your media organizations to promote the district assembly elections. Thank you. The spillage of the Akosombo Dam. As for other particulars I can't actually speak to that. But if it is the voter ID card that you have lost, if your name is properly entered into the voters register, you can still vote without the voters ID card. So whether you have the voters ID card or not, on the day of the election, if you are able to know the police, the difficulty is that if you go to the wrong police station, you are going to waste everybody's time, because we'll be going through the register, through, and then we may not be finding you and all that. But if you go to the right police station, your name will be on the register and you'll be allowed to vote. Maybe you got your ID card missing as a result of spillage, maybe we do it free for you. Because if you have a damaged ID card and you go to the district office to replace, that one does not attract what? A fee. It's only when you miss your ID card. So we'll have a look at it, but you have the opportunity to go to the district office to get your ID card replaced.
You don't have your ID card.
If you don't have it, you can still vote. But all those who registered in 2023 should do well to visit the exhibition center to check whether their names are in the register.
For more news, please visit our website graphic.com.gh or follow us on Facebook at Daily Graphic and on YouTube and Twitter at GraphicGH.
Subscribe now.